Hello, everyone. Wow, that snuck up on me. I just looked over and all of a sudden it was down to 1 second. I'm like, wow, gotta start. Happy 420, everyone. Happy April 20th. We're celebrating Munchie Week with Team Bone In this week. And so I'm taking on a thing that I have never had before, never tried before. Sort of similar to a couple of products you can buy here in the U.S., but up until like a week or two ago, I had never even heard of this before. Apparently, French tacos, plural, is like a thing. Like, it's about 10 years old now, but it's sort of like if you took a Crunchwrap and mixed it with like a college sub sandwich. It's got everything under the sun in this taco. It's going to be a combination of... I'm going to make my own flour tortillas, but the recipes I've seen is using 4 normal-sized tortillas. I'm hoping to just make 1 large tortilla. And it's going to be stuffed with beef, chicken, veggies, barbecue sauce is going to be used like our mayonnaise. I might actually use a little mayonnaise too. French fries, I'm going to make homemade oven fries. And a cheese sauce on top of all of that. Welcome in, Red Nut. How you doing today? Glad to see you. Glad to see all your lovely faces in chat. But I'm going to be making my own barbecue sauce for this dish tonight. The one thing that I'm really cheating on here is the chicken tenders. I'm just going to bake off some pre-made chicken tenders for tonight. But everything else I'm doing pretty much from scratch here. So, could be a little bit of a stream tonight. Well, thank you for stopping by, Red Nut. Hope you enjoyed your lurk. So where do we get started? Oh, hey, I have a scratch sheet tonight. There's so much to do tonight. So we're going to start doing our tortilla dough first. Still haven't gotten coffee. Otherwise, we would have been starting with coffee. Let's start off with some water here for our tortillas. And I'm going to start trying to boil my water for my tortillas now after reading that article. I retweeted on Twitter the other day. I don't know if that was yesterday, day before. New York Times article from last week about how hot water, and it makes sense, can affect your final product. And that's not... I've had people talk to me about exact temperatures with yeast. This is different than that. We're not even using yeast for our tortillas tonight. This is adding that hot water into with the flour, and that hot water is just ever so slightly going to help break down that flour before you even get into mixing and kneading, which sort of like the milk bun setup, it probably ends up with a little bit better textured product. Who knows? Let's give it a shot. Well, I'm sure people do know, but we're going to find out. Why do I have this open? Oh, yeah, that's why I have that open. This has changed. Lovely. Pull out our bacon fat, a little olive oil. I'm going to start by mixing in about a tablespoon of pork fat or bacon fat. We're just making sure that bacon fat essentially disappears into our flour here just by working it all in. You don't want clumps like I just found there of fat. We want to work that and break that all down into little crumbles with the flour. You can even sort of smell it a little bit now, that little bit of bacony scent to that flour now. Been hearing a lot more sirens lately. Don't know what that's all about. And a little bit of olive oil as well. Water back here nice and warm. And again with the olive oil, much like the bacon fat, once you get it coated in flour, it sort of clumps up still. So I'm gonna try my best to make sure there ain't too big of a clump of flour fat anywhere. Now let's add our hot water. Should be about 3/4 cup of water. That's warm. Please be careful doing this. This is warm, and someone who doesn't have asbestos fingers, I don't even really have that great of asbestos fingers, but unless you got asbestos fingers, you may want to give that a second before you jump in. Oh, we also need a little salt in here too. Should have put the salt in before the water. My bad. And we're just kneading this until it all comes together into a nice ball. Nice and smooth, hopefully. It's nice and warm this way. Like, the whole thing is still warm. I'd highly recommend this if you're doing dough on a cold day. This would be quite refreshing if it was cold. Wintertime. I don't know, perhaps it is still wintertime where you live. I think I heard someone talking earlier about there being snow in Toronto right now. But here in lovely Northern California, we are pleasantly warm, dry, and clear, and in a mega drought. So, while it's beautiful and lovely now, I have a feeling there's going to be a couple of fires later this year. Don't you hate it when you're trying to remember something and then you can't remember it? And then, you know, say a couple hours later, it just pops into your head. Now you can't do anything about it. Like, I am now streaming. I was trying to think of someone's name earlier. Just popped into my head. I have the worst memory. Okay. So, this is feeling pretty decent. It's not as smooth as that dough the other day. We could kill ourselves kneading this, but there's lots to do today. Like that. Like our battle. Let's see how we do. We're all spread out. Long map. Thank you for that follow, Sauce Boy. Welcome in. We're just doing I'm kneading a little tortilla dough while we do our Stream Rangers battle. Wowzers! Oh, lovely! Yay, bots! Yay for bots! Let's see, 446. I will deal with that after stream. Thank you for getting those kills, Market. Grats, Crispinois. That 50 gold. One heck of a reward there. No wonder I put this over here. I can't read it over there anymore. I'm getting old. Next map. Ah, event has ended. Let's keep going. Hey, I guess I'm deserving of attention of bots these days. Okay, I'm done needing that. We're gonna allow that to rest now. Next project. Making barbecue sauce. I'm gonna do I think it's a Memphis style. Just a sort of simple, quick, small batch. Didn't want to buy a whole bottle just for this project. Start with a little ketchup and a sip of yerba mate because I need to pep up a bit. I'm just going to eyeball it. Helps if I open the bottle first. This needs to go in the trash. Little mustard. Let's do a little of this mustard too. Bacon fat and all. Vinegar. Where's the vinegar? Just plain old white vinegar. Brown sugar. Hint of cayenne, onion and garlic powder, ooh, keep forgetting I got the wrong lid on that granulated garlic, so it's gonna be a little heavy on the garlic there. Actually, it's going to be really heavy on garlic considering the recipe I'm looking at doesn't have garlic in it at all. How can you not have garlic in this? The start of something delicious there, but we have to heat it up to melt down that sugar a little bit. Just use the same pan as I used for the water earlier here. I'm doing like a eighth of a recipe here, so I'm fudging a lot of numbers here. Since it's such a small amount in the pan, I might have to be a little careful to try and get it from getting too hot too quickly. We're starting to get there. We want to break down that brown sugar so it's no longer granulated. It'll come together and be a bit smoother. It's already gotten a bit smoother. Cut the heat on that. There's our barbecue sauce for tonight. Hey Peanut! Hey Bun Buns! How is everyone? We're working on some munchy dinner tonight. We got tortilla dough already going. Just made myself some barbecue sauce for my taco. Next up here is going to be... do I want to do... let's do veggies first. I'm going to saute up some veggies. Yeah, tacos for Taco Tuesday. Or Munchie Week. What have you. So, onion, garlic, snowing. I was actually just talking about that. Sir. Was bragging about how it's nice and 70 here. Yeah, I heard it was snowing in Toronto earlier. So... yeah, they get a whole extra growing season out there. That's why all the GMO companies are in Florida. Or, Hawaii. Not Florida, sorry. They can go 3 crops of corn a year instead of just 2. We'll start with a little jalapeno here. And basically, I'm just doing a medley of sauteable veggies to go along with our chicken and our beef. With jalapeno, onion, garlic, green bell pepper, and a little bit of frozen corn. going to put all this in. We sort of want to keep them separate too. It'll work just fine. A little barbecue sauce ain't going to hurt our jalapeno. I cut a couple of slices there to maybe use as garnish at the end. Also going to be using jalapeno tomorrow with miso. Should be interesting. What am I doing going up there? I don't need any more bowls yet. Oh, come on. Break. Fingers are turning red trying to break these clothes off. I don't know how much garlic I'm going to need tonight. I'm going to need a lot of garlic tonight. Game not work. Oh, there we go. Back to having new problems with the bot, but different problems. They updated. Oh, before last stream, and the new update just ain't working for me, so I'm running the bot on the older version. So, nice guess. Guessing it. Guess they have baby peppers and they gave me 2 instead of the one I ordered. That's a cutesy little pepper. Usually when they're small, they sort of get a little disfigured. Oh, they gave me a male and a female too. Oops. Forgot to switch back to the board. Let's get those a rinse off. They look like they've been recently rinsed anyways, but... something stuck on. Well, here's hoping I only got the one bot tonight. They don't come back for another wave. Gonna have to go and delete those followers. Let's do all this up first. Thank you for that resub, Miss Lisa Face. Welcome in. I apologize. I got hit with a follow bot here, so I have alerts off right now. But greatly appreciate that resub. That's funny, Peanut. I'm doing pretty good tonight, Miss Lisa Face. Had a bit of rough night trying to go to sleep last night, but feeling a bit better today. I don't even know how I got it, but I had just such a huge headache last night. I just couldn't fall asleep. Ended up having to take a hot shower to, I don't know, calm my mind, get to sleep. How's work going for you today? Hopefully fast and speedy, but not deathly fast. Whole week off. Wow. Just in time for me to leave town for 6 days. Well, I'm not really leaving town for 6 days, but it's going to be 6 days between streaming days. Tartar sauce. Mayo time. Mayo and relish time. Yeah, it did. It popped up there. Back like when you first... Back a while. It's up at the top of my chat right now. That wasn't very smooth move there. Let's rinse off one hand and use the other one to wipe off my face. Yeah, that would not be fun. Did it ever leave the car, or was it forever the tartar sauce car? Maybe it was a rental. Oh no. Just branded for life, the tartar sauce incident. Had to get rid of the car because of it. Maybe more for you than him, I would think. funny for me, though, too. That's good. It's good that you have a relationship like that. Shooting onion all over the place here. Vital already? It's been another 30 minutes? Wow. It's only one Friday and one Saturday. I don't hope I lose too many of you. Hey, Louie. Welcome back. How are you today? Let's do our battle. Oops. Superpower the whole army. High speed attack. Uh-oh. We're gonna lose our rogues. Or we may have already have. Nice, Miss Lisa Face. Oh, you got a new emote for it, too. Victory. Alan Bastard getting the kills and assists. Red Nut and Market getting the rewards. 25 gold, not bad for a non-bonus map. I mean, that was just a silver chest. Ooh, Capicola. It's been a minute since I had some Capicola. Actually, it's been since I've been to Napa. See how we do in 30 minutes on our battle. I don't go to Napa much. I don't know how many people know the area around here. We sort of have, like, there's somewhat of a mountain range protecting the majority of Sonoma from the ocean itself, even though we're on the coast. But there's another, like, mountain range between us and Napa County. And so, Napa County is just the county over from Sonoma, but you either have to do, like, a mountain pass through one of a couple of twisty, windy, two-lane roads that I've taken in a tour bus that was just, taking the entire road to go around corners. Or you have to take the freeways way south or way north and bypass around it. So, even though it's the next county over, it's a decent drive. So I don't go to Napa much, but they have a beautiful butcher shop the right term? They do all sorts of meat products, all sorts of stuff, and they have got some amazing capicola. Capicola is a dried preserved meat product, pork product. Something I'm sure has been on The Sopranos. But it's a... I don't want to say it's hot spicy, but it's a very heavily spiced. If you get what I mean, there's a ton of yeah, like salami almost. It's got a lot of pepper to it, but I wouldn't say that it has... It probably has a decent amount of heat compared to mini sausages, too, but it's not a hot sausage at the same time. At least to me. It's a very heavily spiced, peppery, and it's the good stuff, too, so it's not cheap. I mean, it's red in color from the spice, sort of a thing. At least most times that I've had it. You know, it gets all that spice and the oil and fats of the pork. And it just swims around in that loveliness. Are we ready with everything now? I think we are ready to get going with sauteing our veggies. So we get a little heat going in the pan back here. A little sunflower oil in the pan. That's one heck of a scrambled word. There's 2 T's in there. There's an L and an R. And a G. And an SN. There's all sorts of... Wow. And not a lot of vowels to go along with it. There's 2 I's as well. Who's gonna guess that one? That one's... Yeesh. Turn the fan on here, close the bedroom door. Remind ourselves that we forgot to do the laundry earlier. Well, the bot doesn't have to guess, it knows. The bot knows. Chitterlings! So I'm taking about half of that garlic for our veggie mix. The rest I'm going to leave for with the beef. Beef. Come on, pan, heat up. You're not warm enough yet. I can tell by how slow that oil is moving. How many people followed from that bot? It's still going. Does anyone know what my follower count is up to right now? I don't have it in front of me. I'm pretty sure 642's pretty much where we started. Yay, 300 new followers. Way to discount the first 2/3. Go. Oh, you haven't seen a follower bot before, Miss Lisa Face? Yeah, I just got like, if you notice my title up over there, is still showing followers. I didn't even see him in my chat room list, but I had 300 people come in and follow me all at once. Not fun. It's actually the first time I've ever had like a bot or something bother me here on Twitch. Let's get those onions a little bit longer before we add the pepper in. There's quite a bit of onion here. Need to bring this down volume a little bit. At risk of overcrowding our pan here. So you get what I'm saying now, Miss Lisa Face? One of the many tools of those who hate Twitch. They go around and, because their world is not right, they go around and try and ruin other channels. Children with nothing better to do with their time. They may be the age of adults, but mentally they're children. Trying to be cooking so that I don't have leftovers, but this is a lot of veggies for a taco. Okay, what can we get going on now here next? Let's get started with our potatoes. while that continues to cook on the stove. Turn the oven on 400 degrees. Going to actually peel my potatoes tonight. Not usually a huge fan of peeling potatoes. I'm going to use the tortilla dough thing to catch my peelings here. Not usually, I usually don't peel my potatoes, but I think for this it's going to be a little bit better. Going to do almost the same thing I did Sunday, except I'm going to do it in the oven instead of in a pan. I'm going to chop them down into about 1-inch blocks. These, traditionally in the recipe they're using French fries, which if I had a nice fryer set up and able to make some decent fries, might do that, but I thought setting up a fryer tonight might be a bit much with everything else we're doing, so just gonna bake them. I actually considered buying frozen French fries too, and realized it's basically just potato. Why am I wasting my time with that? Or rather, why am I wasting my money on that? This peeler's pretty done for at this point. I've sharpened this a couple of times. Just a little cheapy peeler, but a friend gave it to me, so I've kept it for a while. Start by soaking them in water. Water, for the most part, here, we're going to get rid of a little bit of the starch, but primary thing we're doing here is removing potential for oxidation, since potatoes turn brown pretty quickly after they get peeled. So, just submerged in some water there. Make sure we're not burning over here. Nope. Not even sticking yet with how much liquid we got in this pan. We're getting close though. We're getting close. Not a lot of moisture left in those onions. Those onions are looking pretty translucent to me at this point. And those peppers are starting to get there too. Gonna turn the heat down on that a little bit. Right around a boil. I don't know, this song may be a little too slow for me. I don't get to this end of the playlist very often. I mean, I don't mind songs being a little slow, but I'm like falling asleep here. Need a little bit more water here. Actually, should drain that off first and get us some more clean water, non-starchy water. Okay, clean the bowl over here in the strainer since it's in the way. Just use the strainer for flour, so I'm just going to give that a good rinse off. We're going to have to get all the dough and flour out of this bowl, because I need it to toss my taters. Okay, I'm turning the heat off of that. Actually, we're going to mix in the corn for that now. Going light on the corn considering how much veg there is there. I turned that off, but we need a little heat in there to warm through all that corn. So our taters, olive oil or sunflower oil, Salt, pepper, MSG. The last thing that may seem weird to people, but I'm going to give it a shot. I want to see what it's like. So I'm going to do a splash of mirin in here, which is rice cooking wine. The idea here is more that there's sugars and brownable parts to that wine that will, in addition to helping flavor it, hopefully give us a little bit more color on our taters as they bake. Just random thought I had to try. Not completely random. I'm stealing the fact that the commercial ones are done with acid and apple juice to do the same thing. So, single layer on a sheet pan with parchment. And into the oven. Epic Barbarian. Oh, jalapeno is supposed to go in here with all this loveliness too. But I was waiting to put the jalapeno in towards the end here like I have. So it's not like it's really all that late. I don't want to cook the jalapeno too much because I don't want to kill that heat. I want it to be a little bit spicy still. So we're going to turn the heat off on that and allow that to carry over cook. As you can see, it's just barely starting to stick a little bit in the pan in a couple locations. We're just about to the point where things are mostly sweated out. So we're good on that. Let's see. Got the tortilla dough, got the barbecue sauce, got the veggies, got the potatoes in the oven. Got to set a timer for the potatoes. See how long our frozen chicken tenders need. Oh, they need a little bit of time there. So let's do a... Well, they're going to need almost all that time too, so... Okay, I'll try and remember. So what are we up to here now? Sauteing beef and making our cheese sauce. Wow, we're just powering through this list. I was thinking we were going to be here all night. Cheese sauce. Let's move our barbecue sauce back here. We're going to move our veggies off to the side. Got onion all over the place. Okay, starting with the brew. Just a typical bechamel. We're going to season it up nice. Use up some of that Gouda we got hanging out back here. From... oh, what did I use the Gouda for? It was a 3 cheese something. Water time. I need some agua. Battle time. And cut the heat on this for the moment. To battle. Victory. Elm Bastard getting those kills. Red Nut with the assists. Red Nut and Market with the scrolls. Congrats. I think we take the question mark battle here. There we go. Giving you lots of options. See what we got going on here in our quests and our store. Let's see my army, how we're doing here. We get up some scrolls for our mage. Nothing for the mage. Arrgh. What else do I need that I can upgrade here? Can't do the mage. Barbarian. Bomber. War Beast. Nope. trying to get 15 characters to level 10 here for this quest. I only need one more. Been working on this for so long. We'll do that in 30 minutes. Quick. Grate up some cheese here. Okay, cheese is ready for our sauce. Got our butter already melted here. And turn the heat back on that. Add in our flour for our roux. Give that a quick stir up here. Then we're going to add in a bunch of milk. Got that cream top whole milk, so it's a little bit chunky, with a little bit of cream fat in there. Don't mistake that for being old milk or bad milk. It's perfectly good. I just didn't think about it, and I guess it doesn't matter for this sauce, really. It's probably a good thing to use it for. I think we got most of our lumps of roux worked in there. Put our flour away. Hit this with a bit of salt, bit of white pepper to get all those black flecks in our sauce, even though it doesn't really matter for this since it's going in the middle of essentially a giant burrito. Hey Tahiti lady, welcome in. We'll also add in a bunch of other goodies here. We're going to do a little onion powder, a little garlic powder, and all of our herbs too. So, oregano, basil, and dried thyme. A little heavy on the thyme there. Don't know if you noticed there on film, but that thickened up quite quickly for me there. You also noticed that I went to the trouble of using white pepper so there wasn't flecks, and then put a bunch of flecks in there. The heck? What's that one, Tahiti lady? Did you Google that one? Trying to beat some of these lumps out of this sauce. If you notice there in the edge, you can sort of see them as they fall down. And I've gotten most of them out at this point, but there's still a little bit of right up in there. As it falls down, you can see the little clumps here and there. There we go. There's our cheese sauce. I'm going to cut the heat on that. It's already getting a bit stringy. So we got our barbecue sauce done up here. We got our veggies. We got our cream sauce. Veggies we're going to have to pull off. Already got hot water in the sink. Don't want to do cold water on your hot pan. Just saying. Probably won't break it the first time or maybe even the 50th, but still isn't good for the pan. So we'll let that heat up and dry off. We do beef first or tortillas first? I think we'll do tortillas first tonight. "22 minutes left. Time to add our chicken tenders to the oven." Lazy, easy in the oven. Let those hang out until potatoes are done. Let's take a look at the potatoes while we're there. Potatoes are looking nice and crispy on the bottom. Not much color on the top yet. Let's give those a shake up here though. Back in the oven. It's a new one on you? You don't know this one? How do you not know this one? It's electrical. Cheese sauce off on the side burner now. Heat off. Are you implying to me that it scrambles words the same way, Tahiti lady? So like you'll see the same word, it'll be scrambled the same way? Oh wow, nice and bright red gassed beef for us tonight. Yum, yum, yum. Chuchillo. And start the heat on the pan there. Grab ourselves a plate. I'm starting the beef before the tortillas after I said I was going to start the tortillas first, but oh well. This is lean beef. It's 90%, 10% fat. More salt. Salt. So I'm going to add, since we're using a lean beef, I'm going to add some oil to the pan. That's a nice, clean, warm pan there. Little light smoke coming off already. Just about perfect. They had that sizzle. Now I gotta salt the other side of this meat. Kasha. That's a grain, isn't it? I'm going to go ahead and add some seasonings here with our garlic. I'm going to mix all this in with the meat once I start breaking it up. But add some onion powder. Little actual cumin. Cereal, grain, same difference to me. I think of cereal as being a type of grain. A little dried thyme. And then paprika, smoked paprika, and both the chilies that I have in here. Or did I use up one of the chilies? Oh no, I still have it. Going to use it up tonight though. Use up all my chili powder here tonight. And a little dried mustard. Just because I like mustard and everything apparently. Not quite enough color on there yet. Wanted a little more color before I flip that. Oh well. Get rid of the meat plate. It's cooking a little too slow, so I'm going to turn the heat up on that a bit. Let's give our cheese sauce a try. Let's see what this tastes like here. Nice and thick. Oh yeah, that's a Gouda thyme. You can actually like taste the thyme in that too, so it's not just a play off of Gouda. It's a Gouda thyme. Double dad joke there, or double pun there. Wow, I've been working on these for a while. How long have I had these? Is there a date on these? There is not. It was packed sometime. Now the question is, do I go and try and do this with smaller tortillas, or do I try and make like a big old single tortilla? Because you have two ways of going about this. The bigger tortilla is probably going to be easier to hold together as a whole. The smaller ones are going to be a lot easier to make. Two R's. Thank you for that follow, Chef Summer. I have a feeling you are not a part of that follower bot that I had earlier, so I have to make sure that you don't get unfollowed. Just to let you know. But welcome in. I think there are many chefs in... Welcome in, Summer. I think there are many chefs. It's more of a modern thing that the chef is the leader of the kitchen. I mean, it really just means you're in a management like position of the kitchen. So like old kitchens used to have tons and tons and tons of staff, and so they would have lots of chefs. It's only modern days when you're a team of 5 or 7 or 15. Oh, that's what you got to. Oh, I'm sorry, Tahiti Lee. I'm completely confusing what you're saying. Yeah, but I try and involve everyone else too that I can in my streaming adventures. So that was our seasoning mix of cumin, a whole bunch of chili powder, a little paprika, onion and garlic, some real garlic, salt, pepper, MSG, all those lovely taco seasoning flavors. going to have to get this out of the way. We're going to have to get this out of the way. Yep, and there's also, like, if you go into a lot of other high-end restaurants these days, fine dining restaurants, a lot of them will call everyone in the kitchen a chef because they're all of that level. I mean, if they weren't, working at the French Laundry, or if they weren't working at such and such fine dining restaurant, they'd be a chef. Like, you'll notice Thomas Keller call most of his staff chef. Not the newbies, not the interns, but most of them. But then again, I've come across other chefs that, they're just used to working in revolving door places, and they're like, I don't learn names until you've been working for me for 2 years, or something silly like that. Okay, tortilla rolling time. Hi there. I do want to make these sort of oblong. I guess I'm making more of a circle when I don't really want a circle. Let's do our Bethel. Time for Bethel. Oh wow, we got all sorts of units in the field. Oh, I'm sorry, Chef Summer. You gotta type ! scramble in order to join into that game. But that should have given you 10 sprinkles for guessing it right first, though. Now this looks like a pretty good tortilla size here, but this is about 2 if not 3 times thicker than I need it to be still. So I actually think this is going to cut again. But we definitely need to bring down these sides a bit. Almost tempted to cut that in half too, but let's see. Yeah, well, we can actually move on to the next part of the game here, too. Quiet J and Pinguosaurus Rex getting the kills and assists. Thank you, thank you. 50 gold for one of the winners. Tahiti Lady, congrats. Little Waddle's getting a couple of scrolls for the Centurion, too. Centurion. Do a loyalty chest battle here, which is really why I continued on. Alright, so we'll do that battle in 30 minutes. And there, now the game's off the screen. Thank you, Tahiti Lady. You know that I forget half of the time when I switch to the battle, because it's actually still covering my OBS. Nice, Chef. This is still pretty thick for a tortilla here. Trying to make it like the same size as my flat top here. I'm trying to do the full flat top size with my tortilla. As I said before, you buy this in a restaurant, or it's sort of a fast food thing in France. It's the ones I've seen are either 2 tortillas or 4 tortillas done up either like a burrito or in like a square. But I have not been to France, so I have not had this firsthand. Apparently it's a relatively new thing. It's only about 10-15 years old in popularity. So yeah, that's about right. It's a little thick, but oh, there goes our oven. It's also just about right. Turn that oven off. Move our cheese sauce off to the side. Flat top on the stove. And let's see what we got in the oven. We've got our sort of baked fries. Just roasted potatoes. And then our pre-made, pre-battered, just throw them in the oven. Chicken tenders. I'm going to leave those in the oven for another couple minutes with the oven off. So just residual heat. And these I'm going to put on the front of the counter so they're out of my way. Put this on a medium-low heat here. Found you on the GCC team. Apologize, I don't recognize the acronym. Let me see. No, it's not that one. Good Cause Crusaders, nice. I was not aware I was a part of the Good Crusade people, but I'm Good Cause Crusaders. But I am all for their cause. I'm going to do 2 tortillas just to give me a chance to mess this up. Okay. Team Bone-In makes a little bit more. A little more sense since I'm regularly a part of their stuff. We're doing Munchies week for, well, with today's pseudo holiday. Okay, we're starting to tear, so I think we're going to leave it there with that one. Not a lot of female 2-star Michelin chefs that I know of. That's quite an honor. Still sort of slim pickings and still male-dominated field for the most part. But, is it Dominique Cren breaking through that field? I have friends that work for her, but I can't remember her name properly. I should be using more flour here, but I don't want to put a ton of flour on the outside of the dough. And so it's folding on me a little bit when I'm rolling instead of spreading. No worries. I'm always doing 20 other things when I'm watching other streams. And actually, I've been doing a pretty poor job at watching other streams lately. But I always think of streaming as being sort of like modern soap operas. You turn it on and you have it on in the background. Occasionally there's something that catches your eye, something that gets you going. Or you're playing video games as well. Alright, let's give this one a shot. It's on the edge of being a little too cold, but that's okay. Nice! Korea's just booming. I would have to assume Korea is probably going to be our next Vietnam, Spain inspiration center. I've got a former classmate of mine who was Korea's first master sommelier. He's starting up a import company. I don't know how he's doing with that. Unfortunately, he started that just before the beginning of COVID. I'm not 100% concerned with getting this tortilla 100% cooked through. We just want to get it mostly way there so that we can fill it up and finish it. Yeah, Rednut, I actually gave up on TV a couple of years ago, and I've given up on TV a couple of times now. Earlier on, it was because I could download whatever I wanted. Don't do that so much anymore. Now I just watch Twitch. Now we're getting into that time of night when the sun is beaming in through my door and we're going to get horrible viewing over here. Oh, I don't have Netflix, I don't have Disney, I don't have HBO, I don't have any of the business ones, I don't have a general TV account anymore. I do have a nice big TV. I mean, it's not a 4K TV or anything, but it's a nice size, large screen. And these are about twice as thick as I normally do my tortillas here. These are some thick boys. I think this one's going to be okay. It's starting to get enough color, enough thickness to it that I think I can work with this and stuff that. Then again, I might do a cross with these. That way I can make sure I'm completely filled. Actually, that's what I think I'm going to do. But I'm going to cut this one. Actually, that's about right. Now we're going to need about that much off of either side here. Make two of them? You want me to make two of them? Obienho, welcome in. Apologize if I'm destroying that name. Thank you for that follow, Obe. Nice. Hopefully you're doing all right, and well, you're off in Korea, so you're doing fine right now. But everyone seems to be trying to open back up, and no one can find anyone to work right now. I'm getting everyone and their brother going, you want to work? You know someone that wants to work? I'm getting like direct emails from people at this point. Okay, so I'm going to live with this for our first one. Welcome in. Glad to have you. It's not easy switching from 60 to 100 covers, though. Even with the price increase. But yeah, a lot of people changed their operations drastically. Some of them have been lucky, some of them done a great job with transitioning. Some of them not so much. Did the bot not start the game that time? Oh, Red Nut started it early there. Okay. It's still in timeout there, Chef Summer, so sorry that it's going to be another sec. The bot does it once every 6 minutes. I haven't figured out the proper timeout to match up with the bot. But so if people are joining in right after the last one finished, sometimes it'll restart for them. We're still flexible. Nice. This one's cooking up considerably quicker than the first one, even though I think it's thicker than the first. Oh, that's sort of why I didn't. Well, they're conversation starters. They're not what you normally expect. There you go. I don't know actually a lot of them just because I have such a horrible memory. I've forgotten way more than I know about food. At this point. There we go. Okay. So now we get to have the fun construction time here. When actually I need to flip this over. I'm going to turn the heat off of that in a moment. And we're going to switch this for the grill side. Pull our chicken tenders out of the oven. Okay, barbecue sauce first. Barbecue sauce is going to be our mayo tonight. So this is a sort of Memphis style barbecue sauce I started off with here tonight. It's one of the first things I did. I'm now realizing that I forgot to put the Worcestershire in there, but I think we can live without it. Worcestershire sauce, rather. And like I threatened, I think I actually am going to throw a little Kewpie on here. Just a little. We'll use that as further glue for our tortilla. Our sauteed onion, garlic, green pepper, carrot, veggie mix. Oh, and there's jalapeno in with this too. Some chicken tendies. We're going all out with this one. I think I'm not going to fit all of them, but fit most of them there. That just reminded me so much. I really like this brand of organic, like pre-made chicken tenders. They're really simple. It's an organic chicken tender, but they are so plain. They're so simple. They need salt right out of the box. That needed salt, and they have like no seasoning whatsoever going on. We got our baked fries, sort of French fries. This being fast food, it traditionally is French fries. Though, do they call them French fries in France? Is that sort of like freedom fries? They take pride in that? Or, I don't know. Our ground beef. Our spiced ground beef, rather. Heavily spiced ground beef. Lots of chili, lots of garlic, a little cumin, a little thyme. I don't know how much we're going to fit in there. That's about half of it. I think that'll be good. And last, but not least, let's make sure I got everything in here. Yeah, I think I got everything. Last but not least, our Gouda thyme sauce. A Gouda bechamel with a whole bunch of herbs and seasoning. Oh, that's ridiculously fattening. So if you're not getting enough of a good view here, this is our French taco. We got heat on over here? Yeah, we got heat on. Oh wow, that's... I was worried about this falling apart. That's solid unit there. I am going to use a plate to cheat to get it over there, though. I'm just going to sort of try my best to slide it on there so that it's a solid unit. Is this one of my cast irons has a flat bottom to it here. Yeah, this is the one. So we're going to get rid of the meat. Tempted to steal that last chicken finger until I remembered that it has no seasoning whatsoever. Frankfurters. Last time I had a hot dog, it was a corn dog. Y'all saw that. I made corn dog cookies that night, or corn dog ice cream sandwiches that night. Here I was thinking I was going to have enough chips left over, or french fries, that I was going to be able to use them to prop up and show off my whole thing here, but I think we're going to be fine without it here. So, back over to the stove, and we're going to put some grill marks on this baby. I believe this is traditionally done in a panini press, which I don't have, but it just fits in there with this is a fast food, easy in and out meal. Still eating these even though they're unseasoned. Actually, I'm going to plate on this too, just because why get a different plate out? They're all scuffed up at this point. I need to get new plates so badly. I've needed plates for like a year now, and I still haven't. I've been waiting so that I can go out to like a garage sale or thrift sale or something like that, and they just don't exist right now. But, yeah, definitely needs, these are all knife marked up, they're all, they've seen a good life at this point. Ooh, already there with color. Stop. Didn't quite love that. That might end up being the bottom. Ooh, let's do our battle. I missed that. Raid call. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll try and make that the bottom here. Try and do better with our second batch here. Victory. Victory! Who's gonna get a loyalty chest? Suki getting the kills, Tahiti Lady getting the assists. 200 gold here. Congrats, little waddles. Chef Summer getting the scroll. And I think we're gonna call it a night here for Stream Raiders. We'll finish up that one last map here on tomorrow's stream. Hey, Perkins. Welcome in. No, these are not fish tacos. Certainly not a fish taco. That doesn't look like... That looks more like a crunch wrap than it does a taco, but that's a French tacos. Trying to keep it nice. It's trying to fall apart. Oh yeah. Potato, cheesy, meaty. This shall be a good time tonight. Got the flame off on the burner now, so it's just using residual heat. So now I look through this and see what I forgot from my recipes here, other than the Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Alright, I'm going to go for the omelet-like flip here. It's pretty lava hot now. But these are, if you're unfamiliar with French tacos, Perkins, this is, they call it plural, they use plural for this. This just doesn't have the strength to do this. You want this to be dry too. Yeah, we got a fold in it. Not happy with that. But there is our French taco. Wow. Oven off? That whole thing, that whole range is just screaming hot right now for some reason. Okay, here's the brave point. Okay, not quite there. We need a little avocado here. Everyone ready for this? Look at that. That is just ridiculousness. Just absolute junk food. I had a clean spoon over here for this, didn't I? Use this one. Oh, okay, just slide right off. I don't care about you actually being on the plate. Work with me, avocado. Let's see how many things we can get on this plate. But main view here, give you all look at this deliciousness from a proper angle and with proper color. All of that meat, chicken, veggie deliciousness in that taco. For fast food, yeah. For at home, for April 20th, not. Well, I welcome you in, Chef Summer. However, this is definitely a meat-centric stream. I've butchered essentially a whole pig on stream last summer here. I have a big chest freezer here. I plan to do some other large breakdowns. I'm procrastinating on that right now, but going to be doing more of that in the future. We actually have a fair number of viewers that are not of the seafood centric, but I do appreciate that. We did do some eel recently. We've done some other fish recently. I did fish and chips not too long ago. Nice! Korean barbecue pizza. But do you grill the pizza in front of you? I have not heard of Korean barbecue pizza other than maybe I've heard of Korean barbecue, but assuming this is probably a pizza with Korean barbecue flavors. Well, let me get a couple of photos here for the Instagrams and all that. I do post photos on my Instagram, do post photos on my Discord, occasionally throw a photo or two on Twitter. Trying to do more with Twitter lately, but I am not the best at social media. Let's give a ugly close-up here too. Well, let's see if I can't take a bite into this thing here while we're still on stream. see if this is even usable like a taco, which, well, it's not too bad. I can one-hand that. I forgot the barbecue sauce. But that was like primary flavor of that first bite. Yeah, that's definitely some... This is right on par with me. If you've ever heard of the Fat Sandwich, which is like a food truck sandwich out of College Town in the East. I want to say Philadelphia, somewhere in the East Coast, where they do a sub sandwich, but they pack all the fries and everything else in there. This is right there with that. This is some awesome ridiculousness. Let's see here. Who can we give a raid to tonight? Who can we send some love to? We got some cooks in the stream tonight. We got all sorts of food going on tonight. Oh, hey. Yeah. Yeah, let's go hang out with her. It's been a while since we've been able... I tried to raid her... probably 2 months ago, a month ago. And unfortunately, she was just wrapping up. We're going to go hang out with BU, who is doing some Instapot cooking tonight. She is former community champion of Mixer. She does a wide variety of things. She used to primarily do like ASMR stuff. She's been doing a lot more cooking since she moved over here onto Twitch. Lovely beginning cook that I'm sure, Chef Summer, you could give some lovely tips and help too. I hope you all enjoy her stream. I will be back here tomorrow for the miso ingredient challenge. Anyone new in here? I do weekly challenges on Wednesday. I hold a weekly vote in Discord between ingredients. This week, miso paste won out against burberries, dried burberries. Neither of which I have done a ton of work with, so both are... So we're going to do miso tomorrow night. And then I'm taking like the first break that I have since I started streaming 2 years ago. We're going to be missing Friday and Sunday this week. But I will be back here on next Wednesday for the ingredient challenge next week. And then after that, we have Friday with the 30th with oatmeal cookies for the start of oatmeal, or for Raisin Week. And, yeah. Bye-bye.